I think it's pronounced Crew 90.
What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Johnny, aka Crew 90, and today we're gonna go back and watch the first video that I ever posted to my YouTube channel, and we're gonna critique how horrible, how horrible it is. So, the video is called "Taking Off and Putting on My Prosthetic Leg," and it currently has over 67,000 views, which is kind of embarrassing to me because of just how bad the video is and the fact that I had only been an amputee for about 6 months at this point, so I didn't actually know a lot of the terminology. And so I named some things incorrectly, and other things I straight up admitted I didn't know the name to. And I think one of the items I referred to it, or 3 different items are referred to by the same name. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna watch this video. In fact, before we even start it, I wanna just take a second and point out, you could totally tell that I had no idea that I was gonna do like a future at YouTube, that this was clearly just a video that I put together for me, because I didn't even take a chance, like not even like a second, to clean the field of view. Like, I literally am filming in a dirty living room, and I didn't even clean the table, but whatever, let's get the video started.
Alright, this is me taking off and putting back on my prosthetic leg to show how easy it is. It's not really as hard as people think.
I was really skinny.
It's difficult, but it's not that difficult. So, I got a different type than most people. I have a liner type thing on the outside.
Alright, first time we're pausing it. So I say I have a different type than most people. So most amputees have a pin lock system, and I have what's called a reverse vacuum system, or a negative pressure system. And it does have an outside component that holds you on using suction rather than a pin lock. But what did I just call it though? Hold on.
Liner type thing on the outside.
I said it has a liner type thing on the outside. So actually what I'm rolling down right here is my sleeve, not a liner. But let's continue.
I roll that down, take this down. I can step right out. I got socks.
So those are socks.
Get my width.
Okay, pause again. It's not to keep my width. Okay, so as you go throughout the day, your leg loses volume, and in order to maintain a tight fit inside of your prosthetic, you have to use socks to kind of compensate for the loss of volume. So I don't really actually have much volume change throughout the day now, since I'm 9.5 years into it. But back then, when you were a brand new amputee, you have a lot of volume change throughout the day. So socks were actually socks are still a very important part of being an amputee. But like back then, changing them throughout the day or constantly adding new socks was a very big thing. It was a pain in the butt. Thankfully, I very rarely have to add a sock throughout the day anymore.
And a, whatever this is called, liner.
Okay, pause again. It is called a liner, but if you remember, I called the sleeve a liner in the very beginning of the video. This is in fact actually the liner.
Hold it, I have a little bong with this thing right here.
Oh my goodness, we already have to pause again. So it's not a bong looking thing, although I guess technically it is a bong looking thing, but that's just actually a liner holder. So yeah, continue.
You know, now I have a sheath.
That is a sheath.
And it's just skin.
That is skin.
Looks like a gross thing.
It does not look like a gross thing. You can see how my confidence level was back then.
Take your sheath, take your sheath.
Okay, so see there, I started referring to the sheath as a liner, and now I'm referring to the liner as a sheath, because I had no idea what I was talking about, because I was only 6 months into this, and I'd only been wearing a prosthetic for about 3 of those months. Although I still should have known by then, but apparently I didn't.
With this right here, this is a regular alcohol spray.
Now, I do still use alcohol,
Put it in there.
although now I just have a much bigger bottle.
Take this right on the edge. Slide it right up.
Okay, now this wasn't just for YouTube modesty. I actually used to put my liner on by doing that because I didn't want, let's pause it, I didn't want people to see very much of my leg at all. Like, I was very self-conscious. So I didn't like pulling my shorts up far enough to roll my liner all the way up. This was not just for YouTube. This was because I didn't want anybody to see very much of my residual limb at all. So I would roll it up as far as I could without exposing too much, and then I would reach in through my waist and pull the rest of it up. I don't do that now. Now I pull my shorts all the way up, or if I'm in pants, I just drop my pants.
I always am in at least a 3, this is a 3. But as you go throughout the day, you'll put on more socks. Kind of late in the day by now, so I'm already in an additional 2.
Okay, let's pause it again. First of all, wow, I sound so sad in this video. It is because I was in severe depression. I was really struggling with having lost my leg. And in fact, this video was not designed to start a YouTube career, if you want to call it that. This video was actually a coping mechanism in order to finally put it out there and just like acknowledge to myself and admit to the world that I, in fact, was an amputee. This was an attempt for me to come to terms with it, and you can just hear it in my voice how sad I sound. But regarding the socks, so I said that I am always in a 3-ply, and that now it's been pretty late in the day, so I'm in a 2-ply. I'm adding 2 additional ply, so that's 5-ply. That's actually really good because now I start off every day with around a 7-ply. And like I said, I don't really add very much throughout the day, but if I do have to add something, it's usually just like a 1. But either way, I already start my day out now with more sock ply than I would end my day back then. So I'm trying to remember, but I think this must have been a brand new leg that they had just made for me, and therefore had it very specific to my size. I hadn't really experienced much volume loss yet, because I'm pretty sure, well, like I said, I'd only had the prosthetic for 3 months. But yeah, now my volume change is much more drastic. Let's continue.
Put it on, that's it. Pull this little thing up.
That little thingy is called a gaiter. Gaiter goes underneath your sleeve.
And so it's pretty simple, pretty fast, effective. All I need is just this little holder, alcohol spray, and I'm on. That fast.
And I'm on that fast. So as you can see, it was my first video that I ever made. I feel like hopefully my videos are a little bit better now than they were back then, but I mean, probably not. I like to think they are, but either way, that's my first video, and now I'm much more well versed in the proper terminology, and I actually know what things are called, and I'm also much happier and much more accepting of who I am now. So I think I've definitely made great strides in the last 9 years. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you next time.